Smith and MacArthur make some time for Cowboy Boy.
Welcome
to Cowboy Boys, episode 207.
I think it's 208.
Whoa, I was close.
I think it's 20. Oh no, it's 213.
Fuck, I wasn't close at all. Damn.
Welcome to episode 213, coming to you straight from the A Little Time Podcast studios on the fourth floor.
I prefer this because then certain people don't. Every time we record, you ever notice?
Not every time.
Pretty much every time we record in the house, someone's like, I'm going to cook a lot. I'm going to take out the trash.
We live in a tiny house.
We do, but do you cook while they record?
I'm always cooking.
Okay.
I'm always coming up with ideas. I'm always thinking the plan, scheming. I always got something on the back burner, non-stop. Welcome back from Europe.
Yeah.
You visited my motherland.
Yep, I did.
The Scotland.
I did.
Where I have family from for unknown reasons.
Yes.
I think I actually have ancestor. My dad's. The Mormon side of my family did all of the genealogy for
that's their shit.
10,000 years back.
Yeah.
And so it's all Ireland and Scotland.
Anyone who does that much genealogy, they're always doing that thing. Mormon people would be like, "Hey, I'm related to Genghis Khan." I would hear that all the time. I'd be like, "All right,
I mean,
cool."
Isn't it 5 or 10% of every Asian person is related to Genghis Khan?
Yeah.
Not a crazy claim.
He was fucking, dude.
How was Europe?
It was good. It was interesting. There were a lot of things I noticed. I took note of. A lot of things that made me proud to be American.
You were
a lot
noticing?
of things that made me hate the government.
Of England?
No, of America.
Of America? Oh.
They don't have tent cities. Their homeless people are normal. They actually take care of each other. There's national pride. There's way less littering.
Hold on. One, there's no tent cities because it's too cold. Everywhere.
We have tent cities in Utah.
Yeah, but
it's one of the coldest places in the United States.
But Utahns, we like Klondikes. we love camping we're tough out there.
There's 10 cities in Colorado.
Yeah, same thing. Same with Salt Lake City. I'm saying you didn't see 10 cities in London because they don't know how to camp.
I don't think it's that cold there.
They don't know how to camp, so they don't sell tents, so they don't have tent cities. Americans we love campers, we love RVs. Mm-hmm. And so naturally, there's a bunch of people who are like, fuck having a home. I want to party all the time.
Yeah.
And that
party.
Yeah, the homeless people are partying.
Yeah, they are partying.
When
they look like they love it.
Dude, when you party that hard, you become homeless.
They do. I will say most homeless people in the United States have partied so hard they've become homeless.
I'm saying most people party sometimes, rarely, maybe on their birthday. Sometimes on the weekend. They like to have a few beers.
Okay.
Maybe when they were younger, do cocaine. Maybe smoke a little reefer. So that's the extent of most people's partying.
Yeah.
Sometimes they get crazy, get a whole week off and go on a cruise.
Yeah.
Just a adult part. And I'm saying homeless people, they're like, nah. I love partying so much more than I like work.
Yeah.
And normal life. I'm gonna party forever. And they're like, what's in that needle? Stick it in me. I don't even care.
True.
It's dirty. Whatever. I need to party right now.
I will say this: the people in the UK aren't partying. They don't party like we do.
Dude, they don't do anything as crazy as Americans do. The only country, there's very few countries that rival America because we're the best. But anyways, there's no tent cities.
There's no tent
what
cities.
Do they do
the homeless people were chill. I just noticed so many things about the homeless there as compared to here. There would be some guy would be like, "Can I have some money?" And he'd be like, "No," and he'd be like, "All right." It would be so no. I saw no one being scary or attacking someone. There would be women handing homeless guys cigarettes. No one spitting on anybody. No one shitting in the street.
That's because they don't party.
Way less
you
littering.
You ever party that you lose your mind? You lose all grasp on reality. You lose just the ability to empathize with another human being.
True, you become
a party animal.
Yeah, you become party demon.
I had a good interaction with a homeless guy.
Did you?
Last night. Yeah, because I went to this segment is sponsored by Popeyes. The Popeyes in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
I was going to get myself some Popeyes, and there was a homeless guy doing the like I'm holding the door open for you and holding a big gulp cup full of change.
Yeah.
So it was like, hey,
he's giving you a service.
I did a nice service for you. What if you tipped me as your bell waiter? Like you're the street
That's
the
right.
street what do they call those? Is bell waiter's the elevator one?
Doorman.
Yeah, the street doorman.
Yeah. The Popeye's doorman. You
And
know about him.
I saw him and I was like, nope, I'm gonna let the autism part of my brain have 100% control. I let go of my like consciousness.
Yeah.
And I was like, autism powers activate.
Yeah.
And so he pulls open the door, puts the big gulp cup in my path, and I look him in the eye, I go, thank you, kind sir. And then I just keep walking. It was way too much. Like I just thanked him and like just kept walking. I could hear him being like angry at the back of my, what the fuck?
Thank you, kind sir.
Yeah, it's very fun to be to know, like, to be able to be like, you know what, I'm gonna be really autismo right now and just take a situation at face value and not have to deal with it. Just bulldoze through a conversation I don't want to have. Like it really is. It is the killdozer.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. You got to become implacable.
Where I'm just like, I'm going this way, and nothing's stopping me. Also, recently I've been working on my small talk.
Oh, what?
So not only have I been powering up my autism powers, I have been practicing my small talk powers too.
I've been doing that when I'm on tour. I have to gear up my small talk. I have to, you know how like a chain gun has to wind up before it can start shooting?
Yeah.
That's me. I kind of have to like wind up and get ready, and then I can small talk.
Because I've never been able to small talk.
I'm very bad at it.
I meet someone and I'm like, you know, Hillary Clinton is
yeah.
she's a vampire from another dimension. And they're like, this is a first date. And I'm like, are you cool?
I always say the wildest shit.
But we have our neighbor, right?
Yeah.
And he's always out there, always smoking weed. And so I'm like, I've started like talking to him more and more and becoming more friendly. And I'm like, I don't have anything to talk to him about. And he's not my neighbor. He's my neighbor. So I can't like run from him.
True.
So I would just be like, every day I see him like, nice weather. He's like, it's hot. I'm like, yeah, it is hot.
But here's the thing.
And I'm like,
I have found, especially from being back in Utah, I've made a bunch of small relationships like that. And those people, there's a part of me that's like, hey, if I saw them get in trouble, I'd have their back. Yeah. So I kind of feel like if something like happens, that guy is going to be like, no, that's my fucking neighbor. I'll kill you. We talk about the weather.
We talk about the weather.
Yeah, dude.
And we have shared experiences. I see him as a human being now.
Yeah.
And not the aggressor. Like, you know, so
yeah.
I've been practicing both.
The homeless guy. I hate when people do that and expect a thing. That's the fucking.
What?
That's the dating thing too. Everyone does.
What?
When they give you something, and then they immediately expect something in return. He opened the door. He expected change.
Oh, I thought you were talking about our neighbor.
Oh no.
I was like, what are you doing? Yeah,
a woman is nice to a man, and he's nice to her, and he expects sex. A woman.
Whoa.
It's bad. And
what?
then
Why else am I being nice to women? No, here's my.
Do you know who else has that opinion?
Whoa. Here's my service. I am turning off the autistic part of my brain and engaging in small talk to these women, and so maybe they could put their hand out, give me an over the pants hand job.
Yeah.
Maybe they could.
That's fair, Lauren Robert style.
I mean, I could just be like a weirdo, and then
you could be.
You'd hate that, but so what's wrong with exchanging friend points, good boy points for sexual favors?
Men think they can exchange good boy points for sexual favors, and women think they can exchange good boy points for devotion. Women, if you're nice to a woman and she likes you, she thinks she's entitled to your devotion, and that's why everyone's fucking around on me. No one wants to be serious. Just because I was nice to you doesn't mean you're entitled to a relationship or something. And just because you're nice to someone doesn't mean you're entitled to their sex, and just because you hold a door doesn't mean you get change.
Okay,
sometimes you get a nice little compliment.
Sometimes you're like, well, what are you doing? Let's go around the corner. Make this official.
Yeah. You know what the one that is really hard not to give them money for is when they clean your window while you're driving. You're like, oh, fuck.
I would be so mad if someone cleaned my window.
Yeah, it's annoying. I turn on the windshield wipers while they're trying to do it. Like, get the fuck out of here. What are you doing?
The one that's hard for me is when they're all fucked up, like when God fucked them up.
Oh yeah,
And they're, like, missing
when they have like
limbs.
T-Rex arms or something.
And I'm like, yeah, we got to take care of you.
Yeah, dude.
I have empathy for
when
you.
they have just like one side of their forehead is huge or something, and you're like, oh fuck, you can't wear a hat. I gotta give you $1. This is fucking crazy.
I saw a video of, I don't know if it was PETA, but it was like animal rights activists stealing a homeless guy's dog. And the homeless guy was like screaming and crying.
Yeah.
And I was like, what if we started dressing up as animal rights activists and stealing homeless people's dogs to gain them sympathy so then people would pay attention to homeless people and then care about them?
That's what the dog kind of does.
No, it doesn't, because people are just like, it's a homeless dog. I'm saying we set up these fake dog thefts and make videos to go viral, Nathan For You style.
Oh, so we're doing false flag dog thefts
to
for
help,
homeless people.
to help homeless people out.
Okay,
It was just my first thought.
that's a pretty good one. I would imagine giving them homes would help more.
Yeah, you got a spare home to give them?
We could find one.
This is another problem I've talked about is homeless people. Everyone that statistically, we could house every single homeless person 3 times over. There's yeah, but no one wants to live in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah,
That's where
yeah.
all the empty homes are.
There's a bunch of empty homes in LA. We should live them all in LA.
You don't want them living in those homes. Those are nice homes.
I want them living in those homes. So I don't care about people in LA.
You say that. They're building like a new condominium over by the pool.
Yeah.
You know, the pool where they don't have enough funding for lifeguards.
Yes.
They're building a new condominium for I don't know whoever needs it. But
Battered women.
no, just homeless people in general.
Just homeless people.
And
I mean, in New York, it's probably a good idea.
I'm like, why don't we get homeless people to be lifeguards? Give them a job. Let me swim in the pool because I can't swim in the pool because there's not enough lifeguards.
CPR from like a homeless guy. Oh,
That'll really
dude.
wake you up.
You just wake up and your mouth tastes like a battery. You're alive, but like fuck, dude.
Teach you not to drown. Life lesson. So there's no homeless people in England.
It's so fuck. Just the craziest guy ever out there. Hey, no running. Hey, dude, you would follow his directions.
I bet he could spot you drowning on meth.
Dude,
Like,
for real.
Looking everywhere.
Doing fucking double half pikes into the water.
Yeah. What else is better in England? I hate when people. I mean, I don't actually hate it.
I'm going to talk about
Every
the negatives and positives.
Every country has negative and positives.
But
America is mostly positives with a lot of extra negative. Like,
yeah. I love this place and I love the people, but our country itself has serious problems.
every country has serious problems.
Ours is the most serious.
No.
Ours are the most serious because if we go down, we take the world with us.
That doesn't sound like our problem. That sounds like everyone else's problem.
So anyway, let's see. So the first thing I noticed was that homelessness and poverty was different in the UK. Oh, and then here's the thing.
Were they all wearing like top hats?
Yeah,
with
yeah.
The top was
porridge, sir.
the top was all like a tin can.
Yeah.
Creaked open.
Popped up, and they
all
were
had
eating beans.
homeless gloves with the fingers
And
cut out.
bindles. They went old school with it. No, there's that, and then
Everyone was wearing a suit, so it was dirty.
So that's a positive thing for them. Now here's a negative thing for them. Everyone I met in every city in England kept being like, sorry, this neighborhood shit. Sorry, my apartment shit. Sorry. And it's like, they have the nicest place.
You were like, no, but my eyes work. I can see that. You don't need to tell me.
Yeah. Well, no. All their stuff is so nice.
It's not nice.
No, it is. The amount of people who complained about, oh, this neighborhood's not very nice. I'm like, firstly, I could kill everyone here with my hands. I didn't see one guy bigger than me. Secondly, no one has a gun.
You think that's nice?
Thirdly, they were nice. They were living in neighborhoods way nicer than ours, being like, oh, it's a bit ghetto, isn't it? It's like, dude, you fucking idiot. You have no idea how good you have it. They have no idea how good they have it. It's fucking hilarious. You know what it is like? It's when you make a friend that you've never met and he's like upper middle class or upper class, like at the bottom of upper class. And he's like, yeah, man, life was hard growing up. My family didn't have a lake house. We only had one boat. I don't even know what it's like to be rich like my friends. And you're like, hey, come over here and lay down so I can kill you with a brick. You fucking idiot. That's what people in England, all of you in England, shut the fuck up. Your country rocks.
No, you know what you're doing right now? You're falling for the billionaire, the elites be like, don't pay attention to our trillions of dollars. Look at all these millionaires and billionaires over here.
I'm not doing that.
And
I'm
so
saying that
that's what you're doing right now.
No,
You're
saying
like,
they're
let me-
apologizing for being ridiculous. Their place is nice.
They should apologize, and homeless people should also apologize for me having to look at them. And I'm saying,
Oh, dude, it was so nice compared to our spot. It's fucking crazy how much
our
nicer
spot,
it
yeah,
is.
our spot is.
No, America in general.
No.
Every city I've been to
hey.
is worse than every city I was in the UK.
Why don't you go fucking live there? Then?
I want to.
I want you to. I want you to
It's
get the
fucking
fuck out of my
terrible.
country.
Do you know what
You
else?
unappreciative white
His
man.
boobs are way bigger in the UK.
Oh, interesting.
That's crazy. It was crazy. And you know that I'm not a big boob guy, so this isn't like a positive for them
No,
necessarily. I don't hate big boobs, but I'm a little
You're
titty
saying?
boy.
Do you think it's genetic, or do you think it's?
I
what
think
they're-
it's I don't know
do you think
what
it-
they're doing
Do
over
you think
there.
it's what they're putting in the water?
Dude, they're natural, like big natural. Like people are stacked in Scotland, especially, dude. It was crazy. It was titty city over there. There was, dude. I was like, dude. Me and Mike noticed, but Mike, independently of me telling him my thought, was like, dude, it's all huge tits here. I was like, dude, yeah, there's a lot of big fucking. These women are stacked as shit.
Was it a particular race, or was it just across the board?
It's just fucking across the board. This white people, dude. This big ass,
Just white people.
tittied white ladies. Well,
Did the black women
England.
No, wait. Did the black women also?
I saw
have,
like 3 black ladies the whole
but
time
were
I
their
was there.
were their boobs bigger?
They were normal sized.
Okay.
I
So
think
you
our American black women are killing it way harder than the
No,
English ones in
oh.
terms of stackedness. But the white ladies over there, fucking
What about-
cannons.
What was the ass situation on the white women? Nothing. Just
Not
normal.
nothing.
Normal.
Normal.
But-
Normal.
Do you think?
No BBL type asses. Not
What-
a lot of thighs either, but fucking stacked up top, dude. Absolute cannons.
Because my mind goes straight to what we're putting in our food.
That's my mind too. So I was like, what's going on? But here's the thing. They don't eat as much as us. So, because the men are small there.
The men are small.
Yes.
So the women naturally start producing more food. Maybe that's why our women have smaller tits, because we're a bunch of monsters.
Yeah,
They're
dude,
like,
we
the
drink
men
too
are
much.
too big.
We need more nutrients.
We don't need to feed our men anymore.
Yeah, dude, there were not enough.
We just solved it.
Yeah, we did. That's amazing.
British
Yeah.
dudes are weak, and their women are trying to feed you naturally.
This
And
is why they tried to rule the world via Navy and not Army. Because they're too small, dude.
they fit in their little.
Though I
ships.
will say the boys in Newcastle were pretty big, so good for you guys. There were some beefy boys in Newcastle. But yeah, we went to the gym a bunch. I saw no one who was like even relatively as stronger than me. That, you know, when you're in America, you could go to Planet Fitness and you'd be like, Jesus Christ, that one guy. I didn't see that guy in England.
I don't think I've been to the gym ever. I'm not like I feel like I'm a just middle of the road guy. I don't think I've ever been to a gym that wasn't empty, that I've been the strongest person there. Like, there's always some strong, really strong dudes, and then one out of every like 20 times you go to the gym, you could feel a Super Saiyan walk in through the doors, or it's like you could just feel him, like, oh my god,
It's
that
like-
guy's strong.
Yeah, it's like Baki when Baki stands up in class and he's so strong his teacher pisses himself.
And it's not even the biggest guy. It's just there's a guy who's strong, and you'll see him lifting like
Yeah.
You're like, oh, so we're just at Planet Fitness, and you're squatting 6 plates.
yeah.
Jesus Christ! So no strong people.
No, I didn't see hardly any. It's crazy. That blew my mind. I literally have never felt so safe in my life. It's the safest I've ever felt in another country.
And you like that?
I mean, I don't care.
I think you don't.
It's not that I like it. What I liked is that they were making some kind of effort to keep their cities clean and people taken care
Hold on,
of.
we'll get to that one later. But I think you like England because you're kind of doing if you're the funniest guy in a room. That's what I always say.
That's bad.
That's bad. You want to be.
You
if you're
always-
the original quote is, if you're the smartest guy in the room, then you need to get to a smarter room or
Yeah.
something. I say the funniest because I'm like, don't hang out with. You don't want to hang out with losers.
Yeah,
so if
yeah.
you're the biggest guy in the room, that's bad because you're the strongest guy. But also, if you're Conan the Barbarian, you don't want to be the biggest guy. But if you're Conan the King, you're like, I've been fighting my whole life. I just want to relax and
Yeah.
don't want a big guy to come up and smush my head. So do you think you're entering that era of your life where you've been battling so many battles? You just want to be the biggest guy, and you don't want anyone to fight, and you like just being able to take a nap, like how I sleep on the subway.
No,
and you're
that's
like,
definitely not
it's
it.
so relaxing. I know no one's gonna attack me, and so I could just relax. And do you sleep on the subway?
Yeah, I have.
You have.
Yeah, I don't sleep on it often, but I have.
All right.
I'm always afraid I'm going to miss my stop. It's not a safety issue.
Yeah, I miss my stops all the time.
Yeah. I was going to say, I set alarms based on what I think will happen. But I mean, yeah, being a guy is good. Though I haven't slept since that one of my friends, a homeless guy, jacked off into her mouth while she was sleeping. So
that's on her.
No, don't
sleep on the train.
Yeah, dude, what are you doing?
If that happened to me,
it was late at night too.
If that happened to me, I'd be like, damn, he got me.
Yeah, fuck. Oh, I can't believe. Fuck.
But I don't think he could. I don't think he can sneak up on me.
Yeah.
I've been like deep asleep, and then like someone's around. Something nefarious. And you know what I think that is? I think women don't know their bad guy radar. Their nefarious guy radar is always off.
That's why they're always getting murdered by serial killers. So like, he's wearing glasses. He's innocent. You're like, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? You're going to be a lampshade.
When I'm walking around at night, I'm like, well, take off my Apple Watch.
Yeah.
I don't walk around with headphones.
Do you know,
I'm a big fat man, big fat strong man, and I'm just like, I'm not getting got.
Do you know what it is? Women trust their intuition and animal intuition, and you can't do either. Animals have no intuition. You're so dumb.
No,
do you think there weren't animals at the concentration camps? What about the animals' intuition?
I bet they didn't have as bad of a time.
No, they were helping keep the people in.
Oh,
it's what I'm saying. Like, everyone's like, no, animals are good. They know. It's like, no, they don't know. They were defending their owners who owned the concentration camp. Animals they don't have intuition. You're wrong.
Animals have intuition.
It's not any better than ours. Animals get got by other animals all the time. If their intuition was good, they're just like us, and we are flawed.
I think you can train your intuition. Not everyone's intuition is different.
I don't think you should ignore your intuition, but I think you should always err on the side of caution.
Absolutely.
And so many people are like, no, my intuition says it's okay, so I'm actually not going to do risk management right now. And you're like, all right, well, Jeffrey Dahmer is going to cut your tits off, so enjoy that.
Did you see how low was your guard in England?
Not low at all. The fact that I felt that I was like, I don't see anyone who could get me and no one has a gun made me be like, I gotta be fucking ready at all times.
Hey, maybe.
Also, I can't get caught slipping in England. I can't let an Englishman mug me or something.
Here's what I think. I think the danger was around. You just didn't know how to detect it because it was in a different accent.
Oh, so true.
So you probably did bump into like crazy homeless people, but you're like, is that just a normal British guy? Oi, bruv, give me a what? And you're like, I can't understand you. I don't know.
True.
So it's clean there, like Salt Lake City clean.
Yeah, not in London, but in the other places. Yeah.
Oh, so London is dirty.
London's not dirty. Like no.
Interesting.
London's not perfectly clean, but London's definitely cleaner than any major city I've been in the U.S. by far. I just think that there's some kind of national identity thing where people are like trying a little, even poor people are like trying a little. It's really what it comes down to is it's
nationalism.
It's income disparity. And then the lower the income disparity is, the more everyone works together. And then the second thing is that they don't have fentanyl or meth just ravaging their country. The difference between their homeless people and ours is their homeless people were like, oh, that's mentally ill Jim. Like people were like, hey, Jim, here's the food from tonight. Like Jim is just homeless. For us, Jim is like, the devil has my soul. I'm fucking like he's crazy. He's jacking off into women's mouths when they sleep on the subway.
Also, they're not being pumped into fentanyl by the pharmaceutical companies.
True.
They're not being fed a culture war.
True.
I bet. How many times did you see the Union Jack flying around?
Everywhere I went, except for in Scotland.
And then, well, obviously.
Oh, and Northern Ireland just didn't have as many of them.
But I'm saying people were nationalistic, where here in America, if you fly an American flag, there's a whole demographic of people that think you're a fascist.
It's true.
If you fly the flag of the country gives you the right to fly the flag.
Yeah.
You're a fascist, which is part of the culture war dividing America, which I'm saying is why people do litter, is they don't feel like they're not national.
They have no community pride, no national pride.
They're like, fuck it.
Unity.
Yeah. Because
you have to foster unity. The idea that, nothing blows my mind more than liberals who are like, oh, so you're a patriot? And it's like, so you're choosing to antagonize everyone who wants to be proud of their own country instead of co-opting the pride?
What do you want to be, French? Because like, what are the other options?
That's my thing. Is they're like, well, I want to be country. Well, they're anarchists, I guess. They're like, they want to be countryless or they want a new thing. I don't know. And you're like, well, that's a losing strategy. You keep losing forever, and you will continue to do so. Interestingly enough, because your strategies are bad and you're stupid and you don't understand what it's like to be a normal person.
Unless you move to Texas and have plans on secession.
I've never in my life met someone who was like, oh, the American flag is bad. I reckon, and they were strong, successful, or interesting. Never in my life. Meanwhile, you're like, yeah, I might not agree with this guy who's got 9 American flags in his garage gym, but he's jacked as fuck and has a nice job. He takes care of himself. You're fucking over here saying, oh, America's bad. It's like, bitch, you're bad. Get your body and your life together and then come talk to me about this.
Also, nothing's funnier than wearing American flag clothes.
Oh, yeah. It rocks.
I'd be like, yeah, there's us.
Yeah, I wore cowboy boots the whole time I was in the UK, and people kept being like, hey, American. And I was like, I am actually. And they'd be like, no way. It was really fun.
Did you wear an American flag shirt?
No, I wish I would have. Dude, here's the thing. A lot of them were wearing American flag shirts.
A lot of British people?
Because we went to every vintage shop we went to only sold American clothes. The amount of people wearing MLB America stuff or like American college sports team memorabilia was crazy. I mean, everywhere you went, University of Michigan, University of Oregon, fucking American, fucking Ralph Lauren with the American flag,
how expensive was it?
New York Yankees. It was expensive, as expensive as vintage here. It was embarrassing. And Mike and I were like, it's a thrift store. This isn't vintage. That you're literally just selling American clothes from the Goodwill like it's vintage. That part weirded me out.
So it was like Goodwill, like some like girl camp shirt.
Yes. So they would call it a vintage store, but really what it was a thrift shop. They don't understand what vintage is in the UK.
Well, to vintage to them is from the year 1700.
Yeah, I guess maybe they're like
vintage to us is like, check out this 10-year-old shirt.
Yeah.
Our country, our time differences.
Vintage for us is like 80s, maybe 90s. Older than that. For them, they were like, this is a University of Oregon shirt from 5 years ago.
That just shows you vintage. That shows you how much of a boomer you are right now. All the Zoomers are dressing exactly like it was when we were in high school.
Yeah, but that's not vintage.
It's 2000s now.
Yeah, but that's not vintage, and that always happens. Just like when I was in the early 2000s, everyone's wearing makeup and doing scene shit like they were metal kids in the 80s.
I don't like it. I don't like being attracted to college-age women in a way that I was in high school.
Oh, yeah, it is.
What's a low-rise jeans and a tank top? How'd you? I don't know what I'm doing,
dude. I can't wait till we go back to 1920s. I want to see some flappers.
I don't think we're gonna go that far,
dude. That would be sick, dude. If every guy just started wearing a suit every day,
like in England.
They don't wear suits every day in England.
Oh, okay. So, anyways,
yeah,
that's they were wearing American flag stuff, and so you'd be like, "What's up?" And then they'd just be like some.
It'd just be a guy. He's just wearing thrift. He's just wearing thrifted clothes. It's like fashion.
That's very funny to also.
Yeah.
I guess we do that here. There'll be like guys wearing Union Jack.
Of course. Yeah. All the time. So I was like, oh, it's interesting. I saw more American flag apparel than I thought I would in general, So, yeah, it was kind of weird.
How's their food?
Their fast food is fucking rocked.
Yeah, I bet not.
What? No, their fast food was great. Their regular food...
Because you're only eating vegetarian.
Yeah.
Now, if you say their vegetarian fast food rocks... Because I know American vegan is lacking.
I didn't eat the meat. Is that what you want? I didn't eat any meat.
You said their fast food was good.
Yeah, their fast food is fucking way better.
I'm saying
fast food
I'm saying asterisks.
No, the fast food in every country I've ever been to is better than America's.
No.
And it's because they can put things on the menu that we can't. They pay their workers more. So when you get Taco
octopus?
Bell, it's a crackhead. A crackhead has made your food. Firstly, it's wrong. And you know it is. That's why you like Popeyes. There's no way to mess that up.
No.
They
messed up my order last night. I got the chicken.
All you have to do is count the order.
I got the chicken strips, and they just gave me normal chicken. But that's why I like Popeyes, because it's like, even if they fuck up my order, I'm like, I still got Popeyes.
There was very little order fucking up in the UK. If in fact, it only happened one time.
Here's where you mess up, and your order always gets messed up because you do crazy. You're like, I want the 12-ounce steak, but can you substitute it for tofurkey?
So, you read it. Dude, I worked at fast food.
You were not a crackhead. Imagine they're making hamburgers all day, and then someone comes in and breaks their crackhead flow by being like, but don't put ketchup on it, put mustard, and you're like, and they're making 3 other burgers at the same time, and they're focused on your burger, but then they're losing track. It's hard. It's a hard job. And when you order fucked up substitutions, not only are you putting your meal in jeopardy, you're putting everyone else's meal in jeopardy at the same time, and that's on you.
The idea that you would have empathy for crackheads who work in fast food today blows my mind.
No,
I never expected this to happen.
So, I don't know if you noticed, whenever you guys order fast food, I always get my simple order, the classics, whatever. Yeah, give me a number 1. Make it before you make their guys' food. And then I do that because then you guys go in and be like, can we get the burrito supreme? But I want black beans and no sour cream, but substitute that with salsa. And then the tortilla has to be a gluten-free, allergy-safe. Also, can you brush the peanuts out of the room?
You're just saying things.
Yeah, that's what you guys sound like ordering.
No, you're being ridiculous.
It's so I hate watching. I'd almost, if we were in the car, get out and stand in front of the car and be like, I want my separate order from you guys. And I know you've made a life choice, and I respect that. But I'm saying it happens to you guys more often than if you just order the classics.
I used to get my food messed up all the time when I ate meat.
They were probably just fucking with you.
You got your food messed up recently.
What, at Popeyes?
Yeah.
Popeyes, though.
Oh, come on. They're
what
bad.
What do you mean, come on?
Fast food is bad. If you're making, and I don't blame them. I'm not mad at them. I'm just saying they make so little money, and they're crackheads.
Yeah.
Or teenagers.
Also crackheads.
Yeah, which are essentially crackheads for the purposes of whatever we're saying.
So you're saying the food orders were more accurate in England?
The fast food orders were way more accurate.
Why do you think that is?
Because they get paid an actual wage, and they were real adult, regular people who like just doing their job. If you were making the burgers, you would be like, oh, no ketchup. And you would just keep it moving. It wouldn't even occur to you.
You mean there's just normal people?
They were just normal people, dude. I didn't see one person working where I was like, you know how sometimes you just like take a look in the back and you're like, oh shit, look at that guy.
No, I don't.
He's got the craziest Simpsons tattoo I've ever seen on his face or whatever.
I never look in the back for my own safety. It's not my business,
dude. I saw fucking hot girls working at Burger King,
and she wasn't super young.
No, they were regular.
You ever see like a McDonald's employee and you're like, I could save you?
Oh yeah. They're like on year 1 of like living in a trailer with their boyfriend, and they haven't gotten pregnant yet. You're like, ooh, I could just let me help you. You're gonna be blown out and fucked up by next year. I can save you.
What are you doing working here? Oh, let me come live with me and go to college and then leave me.
Yeah, she's gonna marry the manager and then get pregnant 3 times.
And it's like a 2-week window you can save them.
It really is.
The fast food lifestyle destroys everyone. Forget the porn industry. The fast food industry is taking our youngest, sexiest, brightest minds, and there's like a meat grinder.
I had sex with a girl I worked at Subway with, and I ruined her life probably.
I was already...
No, she was fine. She cut me with a knife.
While you were having sex?
No.
Oh.
No.
Just normal style on the subway?
Yeah.
Why was... Why? There's a story there.
We were like making sandwiches, and I was like, we would always like joke about stabbing each other, you know, like you're fast food workers and you're sleeping together or whatever. She'd be like, and then one day she did this thing where she like pretended to rub the knife on me, but she rubbed the back of the bread knife. And I was like, and she was like, got you. And I was like, holy fuck. And then one day she did it across my arm and like laid me fucking open because she used the wrong side. And I was just like, it was like huge, dude. It took so much super glue to fix.
Super glue.
Yeah, she was really bummed out about it. But
how was the makeup sex?
it was really good.
Oh, you cut me. I can't use my arm.
Oh, I need head. Doctors say head is what makes this better.
I can't comprehend normal people working in the back of a fast food place.
Yeah.
That's like having a dishwasher speak English.
No, it's crazy.
Like,
It's like,
what are
dude,
you
you know,
doing?
I'm so poor that I was a white dishwasher. It was me and like 9 Mexican guys. And they were like, literally, I remember when I got hired, the one guy was like, why aren't you cooking? It's like, he's like, can't you understand English? Because it's not that they weren't allowed to cook, it's that they couldn't speak good enough English to cook. And so it was like I was a dishwasher with them. I just hang out with those guys. We'd all be shucking potatoes at this shitty Irish restaurant.
Dude, the sexual tension between the dishwasher who doesn't speak any English and the nymphomaniac servers must be, dude, being in a restaurant.
My restaurant that I worked at was just like all old women. So you know when it's like all old lady
They can
servers?
still be nymphomaniacs.
Very true. There was this one lady that always had the longest, craziest nails and like a fucking Dog the Bounty Hunter's wife-sized tits.
Did any of the dishwashers
Oh,
hit?
yeah, they were always talking about her. I don't know if anyone hooked up with her, but everyone would be. She would just walk by, and it would be
they're
like
they
three
become-
Mexican dudes would be like, like going crazy.
They love flirting, both of them, back and forth.
Yeah, they were suave. But yeah, I was a white dishwasher. It's a great time.
Yeah, I don't like the concept of normal people working fast food.
It's weird. When I was in Australia, it
I'm
weirded me out.
I'm comfortable with the American caste system of like, I look in the bag and you're like, yeah, that makes sense. You're making my food.
For those of you who have never kind of thought about it that live in America, next time you walk past a fast food place, look inside and note who works there. Then walk past a T-Mobile store, look inside and note who works there. Walk past the Apple store, look inside and note who works there. Keep that in your head just a little bit. Next time you're in a different mall or a different city or a different town, look at all three and notice how the American case system is real. Dude. And all the same people work at all the same places everywhere you go.
I love that every cell phone kiosk is a gym bro fuckboy.
Yeah.
He's like, I can get you a deal on T-Mobile stuff.
Exactly, like, dude. His dad owns it. That's why, dude. It's fucking crazy. But we live in, just taking cues from India.
I think it's just the natural order.
I think it's the natural order of our form of government.
I think you just fall into things that you want to do and you're good at, and like you're a bunch of Italians in the mob are like, hey, I can get you a job. Nepotism.
I think that there's a difference between like a lot of Italians falling into the mob or a lot of Jewish people falling into comedy because it's like a thing, and less of like all poor people end up at McDonald's. That's not a choice. They're not good at it.
That's the thing.
I mean, yeah, they have to do it,
and then they have to do that job.
Yeah.
Anyways, so what else? Why do you think the streets are so clean there?
I don't know. I didn't see a lot of. There weren't even that many.
Oh, we already answered that.
Yeah, yeah. So like, I don't know if it's nationalism. I just think it's pride in there because there wasn't a lot of actual nationalism. There was a lot of people who were like, "Fuck England," but they were like,
they still like it's the government, not the culture
exactly.
war.
So whereas we in all the liberals here are like, "Fuck America," and you're like, "No, you hate the government, not America. You're fucking up."
No, I think the liberals hate Americans.
I think they might, which is why they're losing and will continue to lose. It's very embarrassing.
And I think Americans, I already showed my own hand.
Yeah.
I feel like normal red-blooded Americans hate coastal elites, and it just goes back and forth.
Yeah. It's just so funny not to leverage patriotism to further your cause when you think you're morally right.
Here's another thing.
What?
America's a real country. America's a real country like China and Russia, where we exist. England could disappear, and nobody's going to be sad. It'll just be like, oh, it's called something else now? All right, whatever. There's so little land. There's so few things. Yeah, you guys used to own everything, but now not anymore. I'm saying like America, physically big, culturally big. Like we got a lot of problems and a lot going on. It's hard. It's hard driving a bus this big. They're just riding a little bicycle, be like, oh, this is easy.
It's got like one of those when a really big guy rides a really little bike, like circus style.
What's the population of England?
It's like 60-something million.
Okay, pretty big.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. I saw a lot of different types of people. London was really diverse. I was surprised by how diverse London and Northern Ireland were. Yeah.
Yeah, UK 66 million, Germany 82 million.
What's France at?
67 million.
Nice.
They'll add the team up to even mimic.
Kind of get close.
Kind of pretend they could be as strong as all of our rednecks and weird hair color liberals. And America rules. America's the greatest country in the universe.
Okay.
Anyways, what bad things were there?
What bad things? Well, I said the guys were small. That was weird.
But you like that.
No, I don't like that.
You like being the big guy.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I want prison style. That's why I love working out in Utah with all the fucking huge dudes, because I'm the smallest guy. That's how I keep getting big. I'm fucking on prison mode, dude. My body's like, you have to grow or you're going to get your booty busted.
Did I tell you about my idea for a home gym?
What?
So if I ever have I was trying to think of how to do it.
Okay.
But it's like a garage gym with a children's playground in the gym.
Okay.
And I just leave the garage door open and invite black dudes that only wear jeans, no shirt, and only jeans and gloves. And they just do calisthenics on the children's playground in my garage gym.
Okay.
So whenever I go out there, I'm like, let's bust out some push-ups and pull-ups, bros. And just have like the calisthenic black guys.
Yeah. There's
the most ripped guys ever.
They're crazy aesthetic. They're not big, but they're the most aesthetic guys.
They're not bodybuilder big, but
they're aesthetic.
I'm like, how do I get that into a home gym?
It's called, you have a pull-up bar. You did it.
I know, but you gotta like leave. I don't know. It'd be very cool to set that up.
Have you done a pull-up recently?
Oh, I could do a pull-up.
Nice.
I think I'm almost to 2.
Nice.
And
for how much you weigh,
dude,
that's pretty good. So that's like 7 if you were me.
Dude, I'm 245.
Why are you getting bigger?
Because I'm doing so many pull-ups and bulk, just getting stronger.
Yeah, I think you're getting bigger because there's a woman in your life.
Maybe.
I know you. I know you, motherfucker.
You think I'm getting, do you think that's a testosterone boost for me?
You get fatter to protect her more, dude. You're like, so you can absorb bullets if she's shot at or something.
No,
every time you've ever had a girl in your life, you get bigger.
No, I get way in shape.
Are you getting in shape now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
there's not a specific lady.
All right.
Yeah, I can do a pull-up, which is the fattest I've ever been, and I can still do a pull-up.
That's truly from the bottom of my heart, sick and good. Pretty cool. I mean, listen, most people can. So that's pretty good.
So anyways, with England,
I was in England and Scotland and
no, we're talking about your gym. Oh, what else?
I went to the gym a bunch. Didn't really see anyone buff.
Which country did you like the most?
Fuck, I don't know. Maybe Scotland.
Yeah,
probably Scotland. Yeah, I like Scotland. Also, I have family from Scotland. Every American's like, this is the one place, and so my dad's side of the family supposedly is Scottish. But our grandpa, like the guy who immigrated here, took the last name Smith and like apparently did like a horrible crime. So we think he's like a murderer from Scotland, but we don't know if he actually lied or not about the part where he's from.
I did remember you because you're taking photos after the meet and greets.
Yeah, and
I was looking at your stories, and I'm like, Shayne's taken a lot of photos with a lot of big titted redheaded women.
So
and then I'm like,
many people.
I'm like, oh wait, he's in Scotland.
Yeah,
I thought you were like only like,
no, I'm not doing a thing.
Is he only taking photos of big titted redheaded women? And then I remembered. I was like, oh, yeah.
No.
Because that's how foreign it is here.
Yeah,
They're
so
rare
many
here.
people message me and were like, oh, have you noticed they're all red hair? I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm in the place where they're from. It's that or Afghanistan. Those are the places with the most red hair.
So,
Yeah.
how's the food in Scotland?
Fucking
Better? You don't even eat the real food there.
I had
I
had a mom and pop restaurant. It was fucking legit.
I would love to eat inverted sheep stomach.
I
boiled
ate
in
haggis.
some kind of
I ate vegan haggis, but they were making
Vegan-
real haggis too.
vegan haggis.
No.
Get
But the guy who
fuck
made
out
it,
of
he was also making real haggis. He was like, "We have real haggis and vegan," and he goes, "Listen, I fucking know haggis, and this is good." So I got.
Well, did he say that before you bought the food?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
What?
he's selling you. He's selling you.
A street vendor who sells haggis. You think that he doesn't think that he makes that? That's what haggis.
When you go up to the street cart and it says #1 shawarma in the entire universe, you're like, oh, this is it. Like, he wouldn't lie to me.
But that's good shawarma.
It usually is.
See, so I had good haggis, and the haggis was legit as fuck. It really was good. It was so like rich, it made me sick. I was like, I can't eat it anymore.
Speaking of shawarma, you remember the shawarma place we used to eat in Astoria?
The Palestinian one?
The Palestinian food place.
Oh, yeah.
You remember them? How good it was? Unbelievable. I think I'll just shout them out because I love their food.
Yeah, hit us up. Talk to us about it.
So if you're ever in New York, I'm going to take, I think my old roommates are going to be in New York, and that's one of the places we're going to hit up. My old Utah boys. Where is this place?
Are you looking for like the... It was called King...
King of Falafel and Shawarma.
Yeah.
Middle Eastern restaurant in Astoria, literally off the subway line, the Broadway... N&W is my favorite Middle Eastern food place. We talked about it before because they have the map of Israel and it just says Palestine on it.
Yeah.
And it's the food is so you get the combo platter and it's like for me when I was at like eating fat guy food, like tons of food. I'm like, I can't.
The portions are crazy.
The portions are crazy.
It's cool that they give American portions. You're like,
no,
yeah,
they give something. They give like,
yeah. They give Polynesian portions where you're like, this is a lot of fucking food, dude.
So someone messaged me, thank you, Sandra. It was like, have you seen the reviews of this place? And I was like, no, what? Because we've recommended it before. I was like, oh, you live there now. Oh, did he delete it? Let me find. Because the owner of the restaurant responds to every review.
And you would think, like, in your minds, because he gets negative reviews, and you would be like,
No,
oh,
it's
is it like Israeli? No, it's not what he's having inter-Arab conflicts. It's very wild.
Where is I think he might have gotten deleted. Damn.
There was one dude who was like,
Hold on,
food is bad.
I think I sent it. Did I screenshot it and send it to you?
No, I don't remember.
I did. You know what I did? Let me find it. I know where to find it.
Okay, Mac is finding it. We're gonna read some of the best replies to a review humanly possible. Our man is savage as hell.
All right. So easily one of the best restaurants we've ever been to, right?
So fucking good. My favorite Middle Eastern place I've ever eaten.
Yeah. This guy named Ahmed, who's only given 3 reviews, gave this place 1-star review.
Okay.
Also, he responded to my review. It was just a generic. I'm like, I take all my friends here. The food is great. 5-star service, 5-star decor, 5-star.
Yeah. What did he say?
He was like, "Thank you, King." Like it was just like awesome. Blah blah blah. Like
Yeah. He was like, you will have a perfect life, inshallah.
But Ahmed goes 1 star. The food tastes really bad. The waiter is rude and racist. Don't recommend visit. The owner steal your money. And so it's like, what the fuck? Like, and so he responds, F you and F Google for letting scummed like you from overseas, I mean UAE, to do reviews without steeping in the United stepping, but he wrote steeping in the United States. So keep your reviews for your king, because I will keep his pictures on the floor, plus in the bathroom, so everyone clean their feet on his face. You get and remember Palestinian and proud. And then it has a bunch of Arabic, just in case you don't know how to read English. Here, I'm about to roast you in Arabic, which who knows what that says. We could translate it.
He's gonna put the king on the floor so you can step on him. Is like USA, and then, USA.
Yeah. And then he finishes. Trust me, more pictures of your leader will be in the bathroom for everyone to step on ya, Sharamit. And so then he responded to that guy. Give him 1 star. Here's my review. Perfect falafel, perfect decor, perfect people. I tell all my friends to go here. I put the little Palestinian flag.
Yeah.
And then he responded, thank you so much. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. Dude, what a fucking G. I love that Palestinians do hate a lot of the richer Arab world because they've kind of abandoned them.
Yeah.
I mean, Israel gets a lot of hate, and rightfully so, but don't forget that Egypt has a border with Palestine. Like, they could very easily help Gaza out if they wanted, and no one gives Egypt any shit. Mm-hmm. It's crazy to me. Hey, both these people are bad. Focus up. What do you mean just all anti-Israel? Egypt. Let's focus up on Egypt, too. Like, there's like 2 ways to get into this goddamn place. But whatever.
Yeah, whatever. So if you're ever in Astoria, go there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really good. It's really, really good. So yeah, the UK was cool. Stacked ladies, small dudes, pretty clean. Everyone complaining about how poor and terrible it is when it's actually not terrible at all.
Sounds like you.
No air conditioning.
You complaining about how America is when it's not actually that terrible at all.
Really?
We have air conditioning.
We do have air conditioning. I complain about America because I believe in how we could be better.
I don't complain because I also believe. I'm like, you know what? We need to drum up some morale.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No AC anywhere? That sucks. Sucks to be them.
Yeah, it really does. They had a heat wave, and they didn't understand how to deal with it. Everyone's just sweaty in their building. Like, the hotels were fucking terrible. We were just hot the whole time. It fucking sucked till the end.
Was there not a single building that was air conditioned?
No, there were some like businesses that were air conditioned, but mostly like every regular building, like they didn't know what a swamp cooler was. They didn't have central air, like none of it.
So are people just standing in the cooler buildings, or do they?
No, people were just suffering. They were just like, fuck it, I guess I'm sweaty. Which I guess, kudos to them. They're pretty tough. That's one thing I like about them. They have a stiff upper lip, that like English, like sort of like fuck it, crack on.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. There's a lot of, for all the strong Americans that I do appreciate, there's a lot of fucking weak, pathetic Americans that bum me out. Though, I mean, I could have met, there's probably a lot of weak English people I could have met, but I didn't. So.
I love being cool.
Yeah, being cool rocks. I think Scotland was cool. I didn't really meet anyone who I...
No, I meant like temperature-wise.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. I can't hang with the fucking hot humidity and then no air conditioning. I was like, come on, guys.
Was it stinky?
What?
Was it stinky?
I was stinky.
But are the people stinky?
No,
that's
not
just
really
a France thing?
No, they weren't stinky. I don't know why France is stinky. I think that's just a thing people say. I don't know if it's real.
I think it's real.
If it's real, I'm into it, dude. French women can be stinky. I don't give a fuck.
Well, what happens if a French man is stinky?
That's gross.
See?
That's disgusting. Well, but why is he a man? He should have thought about that before he wasn't a French woman.
What about Ireland?
Northern Ireland was that we got off we literally got off the plane. We didn't talk to one single person. We walked straight to the place where you get a cab, and the first guy there was racist. He was like, "Did you vote for Trump? I hate BLM." We were like, "Whoa,
those could be mutually exclusive."
And then he was like, and I was wearing shorts, and he was like, "Is that a pentagram on your leg?" And then he was like all mad. He was like, "I'm Catholic. We don't do things like that around here." I was like, all right, man. Well, I'm fucking not Catholic, so I don't know what to tell you. He was very serious. And he was like, BLM makes me hate black people because they say white people are bad and not all of us are bad. And I was like, this is wild. You're having this conversation.
So he was saying he wouldn't hate black people if it wasn't for...
Well, he was saying he didn't hate black people. He disliked them for their wrong opinions.
It's crazy to hate a race that isn't around.
That's what I was like. He was like mad at American black people. I was like, bro, you're wasting your energy. Fight the king or whatever, dude.
You never hear me complaining about Mongolians.
I was like, this is a wild problem you have. I mean, I'm sure that there was BLM stuff happening in England too, but
but I'm saying you're in Ireland. Who cares?
He was in Northern Ireland, which is part of the UK.
There's only Irish people up there.
Yeah.
Did you see any other races up there?
Yeah. The Northern Ireland was pretty diverse.
Oh.
Almost to the point that I was like, I see what the English are doing.
Oh.
They're like, let's take everyone who fucking moved here and let's just put them in Northern Ireland because we don't like the Irish anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Northern Ireland was the only place in the UK I went where like the drunk people weren't whimsical. They were like sketchy.
I thought that was what Scotland was.
No, Scotland rocks, dude. The drunk people there were like very fucking cool.
I always was told Scotland is full of rough customers.
I mean, I will admit that everyone in Scotland seemed to have a quiet confidence to them, but they weren't like loud or mean or scary or weird. They were all super chill.
Okay.
The Irish, I don't even think it was the Irish themselves, but just the vibes in Belfast when we went out were like, this is fucking, it reminded me of being out in like New York near the end of the night. And there's kind of, you're just like, oh man, the people out are fucking sketchy right now. Like you just felt like you could get into a fight, you know?
Like Austin,
Texas?
Yes.
Yeah, like Austin. I would describe it like Austin, but there's no guns. So I was like, what are they going to, you're going to jump me?
Yeah, I'll just walk away.
Yeah, literally.
I'll soberly jog away.
I'll just go into a business, I guess, and get away from you or whatever.
Huh.
But there was troubles the day we were there. Like a bunch of kids apparently threw Molotov cocktails at the police, and they found a gun in someone's house. So that was cool. The IRA's doing cool stuff.
How would you find a gun in your house?
The police like did a raid.
Exactly. If a You're finding it, but it's gonna be used. You're raiding me.
Yeah, true. So there was that. What else? So there was a racist guy in Ireland, but also one of the funniest, nicest guys I met was in Ireland too.
Oh,
yeah. There's some weird old guy with all these tattoos, and he was like razzing me and Mike and being funny, telling us all the cool spots to go to meet women and like whatever. He was sick. And then Scotland was nice. Honestly, everywhere we went, people were super fucking cool. And everyone who came to the shows, just absolutely the best people. You know me, I don't take photos after shows anymore. For multiple reasons. The stalkers, but then also people are just so weird. There's a lot of punishers. You know, people who talk to you and don't understand, like, to get away from you or let go of your hand when they shake it, shit like that. And there's a lot of, like, you know, ladies who are trying to grab your dick or be gross or fucking sexually harass you. And it's just, over time, you're like, I just can't fucking deal with this anymore.
Over time, that would only get me harder.
Yeah, dude. So, but in the UK, I was like, well, first show was small. I'm going to meet everybody. I'm going to like, fuck it. Let's meet everybody. They came out here to see us in the UK, and it was such a good experience that afterwards we met every single person at every show that wanted to meet us.
Yeah,
it was like a delight. Everyone was fucking great.
I'm saying that's a compliment to America. We have real psychopaths out
yeah,
here.
no, we do. They can't compete.
They think they're like, we got crazy. It's like, you don't know.
Jack
crazy.
the Ripper was their last guy, and they still talk about him. I'm
really?
like, we got a guy yesterday doing crazier shit.
We don't even talk about the new guys.
Yeah, we don't.
So often, we don't fucking care.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
we're
nice.
so advanced that we have trans people and white power Mexicans doing shootings. That's on another level. Mm-hmm. We've ascended past like, it's all white people. No, fool.
Yeah.
We are fully diversified. We've got everybody doing everything. Like, we're fucking in it, dude. You can't even imagine how crazy we are.
Dude. The next shooting will be done by someone you've never even like a thing you've never even heard of before.
A new type of furry.
Yeah.
Where their like arm is a gun, like they identify as a gun or something.
Digimon.
Yeah. Oh man. A lot of people really not talking about all those non-white male shooters though. Maybe we should talk about that.
I know.
No, not us. We can't do anything about it.
No, I was gonna say I know some people talking about it.
I know some people talking about it too, but It is so funny that like the media, that's like the thing. Remember when everyone was like, there was that shooting and everyone was like another white male, and then it was twice in a row it wasn't.
You have to be more specific because I don't know which time you're referring to.
Yeah, true. It's just so funny to keep harping on that, and it's like, nah, we're actually diverse. We did it. We're fucking fully doing everything. Good for us. If we're going to do it, we might as well do it America style and let everyone get in on it.
There hasn't been a shooting recently.
What?
I know, kind of suspicious.
I feel like there has been. They're just not talking about it.
I know, that's why I'm suspicious.
Let's see right now. I'm going to go mass shooting September.
No, I think something's up.
All right, what do you think's up? Did you see that RFK almost got assassinated?
Yeah, of course I saw that.
That's crazy, dude.
You know, and he's asking Biden for protection.
Yeah.
He's been asking him for the past months, and I'm like, why are you asking Biden? He probably sent that guy.
Yeah, on Twitter, too.
Yeah,
you know shit's rough when you're like on Twitter talking to the president, help! The president's like, dude, you're a fucking Kennedy. You're gonna die.
I mean, I hope he doesn't, but it's like, yeah, the Democrats want you dead. That would be so helpful to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's any shootings going on right now, but whatever. I don't pay attention to the lame stream media. I get all my news from Cowboy Boys Podcast. Oh wait, that's not a URL.
Oh, so
Cowboyboys.rodeo is the only news source you need. Straight from God to my brain and heart and into your ears.
So there was a bunch of mass shootings this month.
No, there wasn't.
There was. But everyone who did them was incompetent. They couldn't hit anything. It's all injuries, no kills.
See, that's why I haven't heard about them.
That's true. It's a lot of injuries.
I don't count that as a mass shooting.
I don't count it either. You got to fucking put up numbers or I don't care about it.
Isn't it like 3 or 4 deaths?
Something like that.
It's pretty low.
Yeah. I mean, but you say low, but like if you're shooting 3 people, it's pretty crazy. I think the ones that people care about are the indiscriminate ones.
Yeah. That's what they...
Well, yeah, that's why no one gives a fuck about like the inner city gun problem. Everyone's like, we got to do something about assault rifles. And it's like, hey, pistols kill more people every year than all those things and are way more dangerous. But you don't care because it's minority communities in Democrat cities. But I guess we won't talk about that. It's so funny to like make it a white person problem, which in turn makes you being racist not helping the people who actually need the help.
Yeah, but you don't want to regulate against a blick.
It's true. To be so liberal that you're racist about gun violence. It's just a funny paradox.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway,
That's
hey everyone. America is the greatest country on earth.
I've been saying. I've never changed my tune.
But UK is pretty fun and good. I liked it a lot. I in all seriousness, I would not move there.
You would?
No. No, it's too small. There's nowhere to go. I would like to have a gun. And I also, listen, I've cast my lot with America. I'm an American. Whatever fucked up thing we do next, I'm going to deal with. I'm here. This is my family, and I'm going to figure it out.
I think I'd like to move if, like...
Are you about to say where I would move if I do move? And it would be to Iceland.
No.
Oh, okay.
Iceland is like, if you become a millionaire and everything works out, which is not going to happen.
Well, obviously.
I'm saying, like... just straight north into Canada in one of those like weird lake areas where it gets like winter.
You're going mega out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
I feel like Iceland is where all the good millionaires go. All the bad ones go down to like Little St. James or Hawaii.
If you're in the cold place, you're probably better.
You're probably a good person. You have a warm heart to keep you. All those bad all the bad people, all the bad celebrities and politicians. They need to go to those tropical areas to like distract them. They need to be in paradise or anyways, Iceland rules. That's the podcast.
All right, everyone. Thank you for listening. We love you so much. I just want everyone to know I recorded this. I have a scratchy throat from all the traveling and it hurts really bad to talk. And I did this for you. I love you.
Why didn't you drink a hot toddy?
I should have. Oh, not a hot toddy, but I should have drank tea and honey for sure. I fucked up.
Yeah,
the soda feels good. It scratches my throat, but I ran out. Now I'm all hurty.
Vegan hot toddy.
Patreon.com/cowboyboys. Also, cowboyboys.store. Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. You can wear our merch. People in England, Scotland, and Ireland with our merch.
We ship worldwide.
Fucking crazy. Thank you so much to everyone who, so many people said hi to you. It was crazy how many podcast listeners were in the UK.
Buy a sweater. Winter is coming.
It's true. Also, yeah, I don't know. We've said so many things, but I did like the UK, so hey, all of you, way to show out and make it a fucking great one. What else do we want to say? Nothing. Yeah, patreon.com. You can get an extra episode. It supports us immensely. It means a lot to us. And that's it. That's the pod.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.